Every era has its kings, but some reigns begin before the crown even fits. Two teenage titans are rewriting what it means to be a prodigy, Endrick and Lamine Yamal.
Гол! Какой гол! Endrick! Голище! Голасо! И может быть пропуск в четвертьфинал.
Hasta Cuavente Rafinha. Puede llegar Lamine Yamal, puede llegar.
Born after 2006, global stars before they can even vote. And both are not just part of the future of football. They are the future. But only one will rule the decade ahead. We're not here for nostalgia, not for hype. We're here for truth, forged in stats, pressure, and potential. 16 brutal categories. No draws, no mercy. Let's settle it.
Now here is Lamine Yamal looking for the angle to have a hit. Oh!
That's a dangerous ball, Vinicius Junior. He's got a shooting opportunity, and the follow-up is in. And it's Endrick, the 17-year-old.
Endrick versus Lamine Yamal. Who will rule football in 2030? Category 1. Mentality under pressure. Endrick steps into Wembley at 17 and scores twice against England. Yamal? At 16, he leads Spain through Euro qualifiers and outshines veterans. Both are cold-blooded, but one looks like he's been here before. Winner, Lamine Yamal. Score, Endrick 0, Yamal 1. Category 2, Explosiveness. Endrick is a physical freak. Top speed, 36.1 kilometers per hour. Vertical leap, over 55 centimeters. He's a young Ronaldo, but with more torque. Yamal, still developing physically. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 1, Yamal 1. Category 3, Decision-making in the final third. Yamal is surgical. Cutbacks, lofted balls, no wasted motion. Endrick, direct, powerful, but occasionally tunnel-visioned. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 1, Yamal 2. Category 4, Finishing technique. Endrick finishes with both feet and his head. 19-plus goals for Palmeiras before turning 18. Yamal, mostly wide-area goals, fewer tight-space finishes. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 2, Yamal 2. But here's the catch. Finishing isn't just about power, it's about pressure. Can Endrick do it in a Champions League semifinal? That's the test that separates scorers from legends. Category 5, Football IQ, Positioning. Yamal moves between lines, pulls defenders, reads space like a veteran. Endrick, laser-focused on goal, smart runs, but less varied. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 2, Yamal 3. Category 6, Star Aura. Endrick is the next big face of Real Madrid. Neymar comparisons, Pelé expectations. Yamal, quieter, humble, but Barcelona treats him like the next Messi. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 3, Yamal 3. Category 7, Development curve. Yamal exploded early and stayed consistent. Endrick had a slower start, but skyrocketed when it mattered. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 4, Yamal 3. But fast growth comes with one big risk. What happens when defenders start figuring you out? Will Endrick keep evolving or plateau like so many before him? Category 8, Versatility potential. Yamal can play both wings, false 9, even drop deep. Endrick is a classic 9 with explosiveness, but role-specific. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 4, Yamal 4. Category 9, Genetic ceiling, physical peak. Endrick already looks like a pro. Built, explosive. Yamal, more finesse, still maturing physically. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 5, Yamal 4. Talent wins games, but the body, that wins careers. Category 10, Dribbling creativity. Yamal glides, thinks 2 steps ahead. Endrick dribbles with force, not finesse. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 5, Yamal 5. He doesn't just get past you, He embarrasses you. Category 11. Big game readiness. Endrick scores in Copa Libertadores. Yamal delivers versus France and Croatia. In terms of killer instinct on the biggest stages, Endrick has the edge. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 6, Yamal 5. Category 12. Data projection to 2030. Projected output per season. Endrick, 23 goals. Yamal, 18 goals plus 14 assists. Market value. Yamal, 300 million euros. Endrick, 250 million euros. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick, 6, Yamal 6. These numbers aren't set in stone, but they point to one truth. The future is being coded, now. And someone's already breaking the simulation. Category 13, the X Factor. Who changes a game with a single touch? Yamal? Magical. Endrick? Ruthless. But only one combines surprise with consistency. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 6, Yamal 7. Category 14, trophy trajectory. Endrick at Real Madrid, Champions League, La Liga, almost guaranteed. Yamal at Barca, less certainty, more reliance on national team success. Winner, Endrick. Score, Endrick 7, Yamal 7. They'll both win trophies, that's not the debate. But the one who lifts everything, Ballon d'Or, Champions League, World Cup, will enter immortality. Category 15, mental resilience, long term. Yamal, focused, composed, quiet. Endrick, passionate, emotional, sometimes volatile. Both tough, but Yamal's inner calm gives him an edge. Winner, Yamal. Score, Endrick 7, Yamal 8. Category 16, legacy potential. Who will define a generation? Endrick has the strength, Yamal has the soul. But soul wins hearts, soul lives longer. Final winner, Lamine Yamal.
Running into Lamine Yamal, but he's kept his composure, kept the ball. Now he sets up and skips away from Mkhitaryan. Oh, that's brilliant! That is brilliant! This wonderful...
End score, Endrick 7, Yamal 9. Endrick is fire, Yamal is ice. One strikes like thunder, the other plays like time. One will fill the highlight reels, the other, the history books. So, who rules 2030? Maybe we won't know until one of them lifts the World Cup, with the world watching. But one thing is certain. The future of football is not coming. It's already here.